Hey everyone, this is Dave Welch. How you doing? It's a beautiful Sunday here in Yorktown, and I want to talk about this ARKX fund that just came out on March 30th. Sorry I wasn't here on Easter Sunday. I decided to take the day off and relax and not have to worry about uploading videos. But I'm here to help everyone out. What I did is I did some research on the ARKX fund, which is the ARC Space Exploration and Innovation Fund managed by Kathy Wood. And I went in and I dug into the top tens, or the tops and the bottoms. So I didn't go through all 50 stocks, or 50 plus or minus a few stocks. I just did the top 10 and the bottom 10. So the tops and the bottoms. Anyway, here's what I came up with. The first part is with the tops. The second part is with the bottom stocks. So here you go. The ARK Invests page for their ARKX, ARK Space Exploration and Innovation ETF. So, they ask the question, why invest? So they say, well, exposure to space exploration, including orbital and suborbital aerospace, enabling technologies and beneficiaries of aerospace activities such as agriculture, internet access, global positioning system, construction, and imaging. So the fund description here, the objective is long-term growth of capital. ARKX is an actively managed exchange-traded fund that will invest under normal circumstances primarily at least 80% of its assets. And we're going to see that there are some assets in here that you may think that are not related to space, and so we'll get into that. So in domestic and foreign equity securities of companies that are engaged in the fund's investment in theme of space exploration and innovation. The advisor defines space exploration as leading, enabling, or benefiting from technologically enabled products and or services that could occur beyond the surface of the earth. Okay, so in my definition, beyond the surface of the earth is anything from an inch above the earth all the way out to infinity and beyond. So let's get into what I wanted to look at in the top 10. So I'm just going to talk about the tops and the bottoms. So the top 10 stocks and the bottom 10. So there are a number of holdings, but first I want to look at what it was at the very beginning. So here is March 26th. You can see the market value of each of these companies. Here's the top 10. So you got Trimble, the 3D Printing ETF, which is another one of Kathy Wood's ETFs that invests in 3D printing companies. Kratos Defense and Security, L3 Harris Technologies, JD.com, Kamatsu Limited, Lockheed Martin, Iridium, Thales, and the Boeing Company. And on this was March 26th, and on this day there was only, if you add all these up, it'll only add up to $1 million. On Friday, I downloaded this and added up the market value. So look at this, Trimble Inc. It is, what is that? Math in public here, $56 million. So the total, you remember I'm back on March 26th or March 30th, which is when it began trading at $20.50 a share. It had only $1 million in assets under management. Now, as of Friday, this now has $640,325,433 in assets under management. Quite a big increase. So, a lot of people are throwing their money into this, but it's not necessarily going up. But we'll, let's talk about these top 5 or top 10 companies. So Trimble, ticker TRMB, is a defense contract. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a defense contractor, but let's just Google it. And I want Trimble, TRMB. There you go. So it is a Sunnyvale, California-based hardware software services company. Trimble services global securities and agriculture business control, geospatial, natural resources, utilities, governments, transportation, and others. So it does a whole bunch of stuff. Um, you might say, well, look, seeking out. Look at this. So a lot of people are like, they're saying it's helping farmers be more efficient, civil projects, so on and so forth. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Whoops. I'm switching back and forth between. Let's go here. Okay, print, 3D print. Print. Whoops. PRNT. Okay, the 3D printing ETF. Let's go 1 year. That's doing pretty good. And this is an ETF. This is a passively managed ETF in the ARK funds. And it focuses strictly on 3D printing companies. So, yeah, let's dig into that. So let's see, where was ARK funds? Let's go up here, index, here it is, 3D printing ETF. They believe it is one of the highest growth potential industries in the economy and is set to transform the manufacturing landscape. So let's look at their top companies. The X1 company, um, HP Inc., Straumann Holding, PTC Inc., Renishaw, Microsoft. There's Trimble again. Dassault, that's a French company, defense contractor, and MGI Digital Graphic and Altair Engineering. So a lot of these cross-pollinate between all these different funds. So let's go back to numbers. Kratos Defense Security. That is definitely a defense contractor. So let's go look it up. Kratos, let's do 1 year. It's up over the year. So they are in San Diego, specially directed energy weapons, unmanned systems, satellite communications, cybersecurity warfare, microwave electronics, missile defense, training combat systems, air combat training systems, so on and so forth. So you get the gist with that one. Let's go to the next one, which is L3Harris. I know that one's a defense contractor. What was the ticker on that one? LHX. LHX. L3Harris is an American technology company, defense contractor, and information technology service provider that produces C6ISR systems and products, wireless equipment, technical radios, etc. Let's look at a year. It's kind of up and down through the year. It's kind of a typical defense contractor. It's not doing head over heels, but it's doing pretty well. Okay, let's go to the next one. Iridium. Definitely, that one's a space exploration one. Okay, so, whoops. And let's go back to numbers. IRDM. All right. It operates a satellite constellation, a system of 66 active satellites used for worldwide voice, data communications from handheld satellite phones to other transceiver units. And I know this one is also a defense contractor, but it's done pretty well over the past year. Okay, the next one is JD.com. So that's ticker JD. Okay. Chinese e-commerce company headquartered. I said bunny. That looks like a bunny, but it's a dog. Headquartered in Beijing, is one of the two massive business to consumer online retailers in China by transaction volume. So it's like the Amazon of China. Not quite sure why they're in here, but similar to Amazon. Amazon is actively in the space exploration business with their was it Blue Origin, um, and their rocket development division of their company. Now, not sure if JD.com is getting into that or not. I don't see that here in the short description. I'm not a big fan of investing in Chinese companies because they're all generally state owned. So that's not a big, that's anti capitalism if you think about it. And I'm not anti capitalist whatsoever. So let's go back to this. Okay, Lockheed Martin, that's a big defense contractor. LMT. Okay. That's Aerospace, Arms, Defense, Security, Advanced Technologies Company with worldwide interest. It was formed by the merger of Lockheed Corporation with Martin Marietta in 1995. It is headquartered in Bethesda, Maryland, in the DC area. Let's look at 1 year. Okay, that's up and down, but it has been going up lately. Okay, so let's go back to the list. Kamatsu. So this, I believe, is a Japanese company. Let's see if I can find some info on that. Kamatsu. It's hard to get a stock listing of that. Construction, mining, forestry, military equipment, as well as diesel engines and industrial equipment like press machines, lasers, thermoelectric generators. Its headquarters are in Minato, Tokyo, Japan. Yeah, okay. And then Thales, ticker HO. Stock. Thales. Okay, let's look at 1 year. So it's a French company that designs, builds electrical system, provides service to aerospace, defense, transportation, and security markets. Companies headquartered in Paris, La Defense, and its stock is listed on the Euronext Paris. Okay, so there we go. And Nvidia, that's a big one. Their graphics engines are used in a lot of uh, space exploration things. I want to say Elon Musk, SpaceX, and you notice that SpaceX is not here, mainly because it is not publicly traded. Only the ETFs can only invest in publicly traded companies. So ETFs that retail investors can invest in. Hedge funds, on the other hand, those are only open to multi-million-dollar investors that can qualify to invest in them. So that's why, like the recent fight with the Reddit community, basically they're fighting against the hedge funds, which are these multi-million-dollar, representing multi-million-dollar individuals. So it's kind of like the David versus Goliath situation. So let's look up Nvidia. NVDA. Okay, it's doing pretty good. It's in Santa Clara. It designs graphics processing unit for the gaming professional market as well as system on a chip units for the mobile computing and automotive market. Okay, so there's big demand for these chips in the automotive market right now. There is a chip shortage. So you can see their stock price is shooting up. Let's look at 1 year. Well, it doesn't look like it's shooting up there, but I can tell you right now that there's pent up demand for these chips to go into automobiles that you're going to see this stock explode. All right, so that's basically the top 10 as of now. Boeing fell out of the top 10. And you can see that Boeing's having a lot of problems with their aircraft division as well as their space division. So let's look at Boeing real quick, just for giggles, and click on news. Boeing news. All right, so they're still having problems with their 737 MAX. That's the top of the headlines. But in the space division, let's do the Boeing Starliner news. Okay, so they're looks like they might do a launch here, but see, this is not being paid for by NASA since they botched their last test. Boeing botched their last test, so NASA asked Boeing to run another test of their Starliner test launch, that is, to go to the International Space Station unmanned, before they are going to allow humans on their Starliner. So you can see all these web pages, Starliner updates, what's going on. But yeah, that's so I want to talk about the bottom 10 of ARKX. And so some of these are not. So Morgan Stanley, that's not a stock. It's not really a stock. So I'm going to start with Taiwan Semiconductor. That's TSM. So TSM stock. All right, Taiwan Semiconductor. Let's look at 1 year. It's done pretty well over the past year. So it's based in Hangzhou, Taiwan. Revenue 1 trillion Taiwan dollars, which is 38 billion US dollars. So I don't know. This might do pretty well and rise up. And as Kathy Wood likes to do, like if a company does well, it just kind of bubbles up to the top of her list. And so let's go back to the list. We'll move up to Muton Class B, MEITUAN. MEITUAN Class B stock. Okay, that was a big bust. Mutant Class B, NASDAQ. Whole bunch of nothing. Must be a SPAC. Okay, so let's go back to here. And Spitfire. That's another SPAC, SPFR. Okay, SPFR. SPFR stock. Jaws Spitfire Acquisition Corporation. Now this was not in the ARKX ETF to begin with. So I could pull that up. Let's see if I can pull that up. Okay, so this is what was invested. Nope, wrong one. Okay, so let's just look at this. Okay, so 1 year, it is actually down over the past year. Actually, no, it's only been going for a couple of months here. So since probably January 25th is when it began trading at $11 a share. It's just right below that now. It's an special acquisition corporation. So I want to find out what is it acquiring. High level, stay up to date on the latest, blah, blah, blah. So Jaws Spitfire. I'm surprised they're not showing, or unless I overlooked it, that ARKX picked this up. More about this. I want more. Fourth Industrial would drive enormous gains in this small tech stock. So what tech stock are they talking about? Darn pop-ups. Okay. Da 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 da. Okay. Tell me what you're going to invest in. Okay, that's just a waste of time. Okay, back to here. All right, Jaws Spitfire. There you have it. Not sure exactly what it's going to invest in, but it must be something to do with space exploration. You guys can leave in the comments below. Let me know what you think this thing is going to be investing in. Apparently, Kathy Wood knows something, but it's not clear to me, nor my Google search. Okay, Autodesk. Let's do a Google search for that. Oh, wait, what was that? Stand by. ADSK. I have to click back and forth. ADSK. Okay. ADSK. That's why I didn't pull it up right away. 1 year. Let's go out. Do it this way. ADSK. Autodesk, American software corporation that makes software products and services for the architectural, engineering, construction, manufacturing, media, education, and entertainment industries. Okay, 1 year. It's doing pretty good. A year ago, it was trading $169 a share. Now we're at almost $300 a share. So it's had a lot of volatility in the last couple of months, year to date. Well, let's click year to date. It's claiming it's up. Okay, it's 296 and 297th. Okay, it doesn't look like it's up, but it is. All right, let's go to the next one up, which is RTB, Reinvent Technology, RTP. RTP. Come on. Okay. Stock. Looks like this might be a SPAC. Maybe. $5 years. Okay, it just started trading on November 6th at $5 a share. Popped up to about 10. Reinvent. Founded in 20. This is a brand new company. Hard to find information on it. Okay, it's a SPAC. Okay, another SPAC. Okay, so Tencent, that's a Chinese company. TCEHY. TCEHY. Stock. Chinese multinational corporation conglomerate, founded in 1998, subsidiary globally. Um, Internet related services and products, including entertainment, artificial intelligence, and other technology. Let's look at 1 year. Doing pretty good. Trading $40, $50 a share a year ago. Now we're trading at $79 a share. Okay. Atlas Crest Investment Corp. That's another SPAC. I'm not a big fan of SPACs. Workhorse. Let's look at Workhorse. WKHS. WKHS. WKHS stock. Okay. American company based in Cincinnati, focused on manufacturing electric powered delivery and utility vehicles. So it's been in business for quite a while. Let's look at 1 year. Doing pretty good, but boy, it shot up and then crashed. Like it shot up to $40 a share, and now it's trading at $13 a share. Interesting. A lot of volatility in this one. But I think it shot up because of that post office thing. Like the United States Post Office was looking at new vehicles, and Workhorse lost the contract to another contractor. I don't see anything there about it. Okay, let's move up the list. Synopsys. SNPS. Come on. Stock. Okay. Automation company that focuses on silicon design, verification, silicon intellectual property, and software security and quality. Mountain View, California. It's been in business for quite a while. Revenue is 3.69 billion over the past year. A year ago it was $150, $140 a share. Now it's trading at 261. Doing pretty good. So that's the bottom 10. Okay, and so that's all I have for this week. And I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, what's left of it. And here it is springtime here in York County. And it is just gorgeous. The birds and the bees and my there's bees all around me right now. They're taking up all the pollen from the blueberry bushes and my holly over there. And you can see my Japanese maple right here is all in its full spring glory. It's going to turn green in the summertime and then back to red in the autumn. So have a good weekend. Enjoy. Bye.